What's up, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly reading for January 2nd through January 8th. Happy New Year. Haven't decided if I'm going to stop saying the dates at the beginning of these videos just because I don't want these to be specific for that time frame. They are for whenever you see them, but keep that in mind too as we move forward into the new year, that all of these readings can be viewed at any time, not just the date that they're being talked about. But I'm going to start off by pulling an oracle card for you guys. We're going to focus specifically on what the new year has in store. So we're going to see, in a nutshell, what we're looking at for the new year. So what do we have for Capricorn? Please and thank you for the whole year of 2023 for Capricorn, please. Let me give it one more good shuffle for Capricorn. I also did get some new decks for Christmas, so you guys might be seeing some new ones here. All right, I might have to cut the deck for Capricorn. Thank you. All right. Wow, okay, you guys got perspective. I don't know if you could see that clearly. Perspective. It says, none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Wow, that's super cool. It was trippy at first when I pulled it. I don't know, it tricked me. Like I wasn't seeing what I was seeing. Anyways, yeah, that's trippy. So definitely think about how that makes you feel. That tiny little world in the middle of all that black void, you know, none of this matters. Zoom out. Let me go ahead and read you that from the book. But yeah, it's looking like this year so far, Capricorn, is going to be about taking a step back and seeing the bigger picture, understanding that not in a morbid way, not in a negative way, but in a positive way, in a bigger picture way, that nothing matters, none of this matters. So let me go ahead and read this. If I can find it. Okay. It says, take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life, This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the unknown universe. The known universe. Real quick, guys, bear with me this week because it's retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and I am stumbling over my words like crazy already. Anyways, continuing on. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe, and the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. Wow, that was beautiful. And the Starseed Soul Inquiry is, how are you being called to change your perspective? Yeah, so you may have either dealt with last year or will be dealing with, maybe you learned this lesson, or going to be implying this lesson this year, whatever resonates, but you are going to be dealing with a lot of opportunities to shift your perspective, see from someone else's point of view, and overall just see the bigger picture, you know, to zoom out and see beyond your own perspective, however that resonates with you. But wow, that's beautiful. So let me pull some tarot and we'll see if maybe it could tell us just a little bit more. Let's see, for Capricorn. For Capricorn. So yeah, see, and I was just getting this feeling too that this is something that either you were dealing with already last year, and all of the work that you've done is now, there's an opportunity now to use all the work that you've done, if that makes sense. Or this is something that you guys are going to be working hard at this year. Either way, this is hard work towards something, you know. Like I said, I get a lot of feeling that most of you guys dealt with this already and aren't going to be implementing the lessons. But, you know, even if you didn't learn the lesson, it's going to come back around no matter what. So, like, say you had your opportunity to zoom out and see the bigger picture and see somebody else's side. Right? Okay, we got two. Yeah, okay. Huh, interesting. So 2 cards came out together. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands together. Honestly, what I feel from that is just the balance. Like I said, like I feel like a lot of you guys were dealing with this in the past, or had an opportunity to deal with it in the proper way. Like, for example, say there was a lot of, last year you dealt with a lot of people that you didn't see eye to eye with, right? And instead of zooming out and seeing the bigger picture and saying, you know what, I understand your perspective, I understand where you're coming from, whatever, you didn't do that. So the universe is always going to bring this lesson back around for you, right? Either way, whether you worked hard on it last year, you're going to work hard on it this year too. There's going to be some hard work. And to me, this King and Queen of Wands together, whenever I get the 2 suits out together like that, the 2 court cards out together like that, to me, that's just balanced feminine and masculine energy. Unless you are dealing with, and like I said, take it as it resonates, but unless you are dealing with some fire signs in your life, or were dealing with some fire signs that were testing you to see their perspective, or the universe, was testing you in that way, or you will be dealing with fire signs. But like I said, it could also just mean a balance of your energies, whereas before you maybe didn't know how to deal with this situation, and now you do because it's come back a couple times. You've worked hard at learning the lesson and you balanced it out. So take it as it resonates, but I am going to pull one more card just as some advice from the angels. What do we have for Capricorn? Oh, okay, thank you. So we got daydream. It says you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. Interesting. Yeah, and what I get from that too is that a lot of this zooming out that you do will probably come from taking a step back from either these heated moments where you're not seeing eye to eye with someone, or in just your quiet time alone where you can think clearly, is when you're going to step back and do all this perspective shifting. So, that's interesting. But yeah, that's your message for this week and for the year, Capricorn. So I hope the messages resonated. I'm sending you lots of love as always. Take care.